It was.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenci is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenci.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenci will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Ivenci do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... The governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenci from releasing the comic.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenci's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Ivenci would target the field hospital?
I would not put anything past them now. I heard...
There's the garrison.
So,
Onto the garrison and the governor. The courtyard looks empty.
Where are all the Entente guards?
Ivenci must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Ivenci's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
Calm down. We can escape across the
Darkspawn, the courtyard's full of them.
That explains why Ivenci's Entente were trying to run. Wait! Jacobus? Okay. Now for Ivenci.
like this. Air seems wrong.
Wait, these aren't unreal.
I see the comic is working. It won't end any differently. Why don't you give up?
They're at range.
Damned dark spawn at the gates and scratched me, blighted me. If you hadn't interfered,
it wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comic could have helped stabilize the city, but it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
The crows, the citizens helping each other through the dragon and the blight. They're already taking care of each other.
It won't last.
I think it can. And so do the crows. You say you did all this for Treviso of Ivenci, to protect it, but you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
What's Tosh like? I mean, when you're together.
Together? Like, together? Together? Are you asking me what Tosh is like in private?
I think so. Isn't that what we're supposed to do when one of us is in a relationship?
Supposed to.
If Rook
Says
hadn't stopped
who?
the governor in-
Well, that...
Rook, I should have wine. We should toast you.
Ivenci is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Untom remain, though with Ivenci gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight. Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
If you could find a way, imagine what it could change. It would give hope to so many people.
I must start with one person. From what we've seen, changing the world is better done by degrees.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
A demon who's worked in a team, saved people, and made friends.
He'd lose them if I cast him out.
You keep saying that. Like you'd miss him.
He's been part of me. He'd be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing, that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
Cedar Siconia, back on stage.
Cart was damaged when the Venatori grabbed me, but it's fixed up. Enough for that one to get her fish free next time.
Sure, Hal.
Someone bothers you again, you come to me. We'll make it clear you're protected.
If you're pulling a scam on the fish fry,
Playing it fair. As fair as this gets. Cross my heart. Right, enough business talk. We're the heroes of Docktown, and we haven't celebrated. Drinks are on me. Wicked Grace? Rock. You're a killer, I can tell.
It's all just luck.
Too true, my friend. Too true. Let's see who luck favors tonight.
with you dealing? Last hand to me? No trick up your sleeve?
What can I say?
What's this?
Rights to the threads. Gotta have a boss.
Careful. Nev might make you respectable.
Her call.
What game are we playing now?
Aelia took down Damas, you took down Aelia.
So I win on merit, trying to stop infighting.
The threads protect their streets. You're the same. You do what it takes. That's good for business. Good for us. We'll give you eyes, information, whatever you need. Ask, and I'm on it.
I have lines.
We're on your side of them. Threads live and breathe this place. It's home, and no one messes with it.
All right.
Well, here's to Nev. And new partners.
Hold on. I'll get drinks. Make it a real toast.
You know, I was going to ask you a favor. You can call it an order now. I'm not the only one who needs eyes on the city. Have you heard of the Shadow Dragons?
Is that... You know him?
If I'm not here, he asks, you answer.
You got it, boss. All right. Who's up for another game? Honest one this time. Seriously.
Then let the Viper deal.
This should be good.